Good morning, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I can be found on Twitter at Love Radio 44132. And don't forget to donate on Cash App. My tag is money symbol Nina 44132. Without further delay, you guys, let's just get started. Once again, we're talking about Kanye. I was talking about Kanye yesterday and his considerable meltdown, per se, right after his campaign rally. But more drama happened while I was sleeping. He went on a complete Twitter tirade. He's definitely in need of mental counseling and treatment. He tweeted several different things, including hoping that his daughter does not grow up to do things that his wife has done. Um, he's also said that Shia LaBeouf has not shown up for his Gap photo shoots. He also referenced himself to be the main focal point of the movie Get Out. And at this point, Kanye West is definitely in his own sunken place. There were many references that he made about the Kardashians, specifically his mother in law, Kris Jenner, demanding on Twitter that she call him. Um, it was probably the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. It was actually more bizarre than his one day campaign rally in the Carolinas. And let me say this. This is no longer a joke. He needs help. Now, he also tweeted that his wife was trying to fly a doctor out to come see him, uh, like for an involuntary hold. At this point, I would not be surprised if that did not happen because he definitely needs as much help as possible. And a lot of people were actually making fun of him. I will say this, being on Twitter is harsh. However, you know, people are, I think people can acknowledge the fact at this point he needs some help. Kanye seems to have been going down a hill and downhill and further downhill in a sunken place since his mother unfortunately passed away several years ago. And it seemed like his behavior has gotten more and more and more outrageous. And I understand that when you're having episodes in mental illness that is basically, I'm not going to say basically, but it looks like he's crying out for help. He's definitely crying out for help. Kanye definitely needs somebody to be in his corner. I do not believe his wife is completely in his corner the way she should be for a few reasons. First of all, this family is all about being on brand. And I hate to say it, but this family has a very poor track record with husbands. Seem like every guy, or mostly every guy that comes out of this family, be it divorce or just quitting or whatever, it seems like they all have some type of mental issues. Um, and I actually ignored this until I actually saw some other YouTubers talking about it. And I wish I could remember that YouTuber's name that actually did a whole video on what happened with each guy that was married in his family. Because, I mean, there was a point, I remember that Chloe was with that NBA player, can't remember his name. And I mean, he went on a full drug um, drug rampage for a while. And then he had to get help. And then a Tristan drama, you know, and I mean, it's just been on and on. Um, and what's pretty sad here is that I really think that the kids are going to be the ones more affected than these two. And, you know, the things he said on Twitter, as far as him being um, the person that was basically used for Get Out, and, you know, him being in Wyoming, come get me. You know, it's a cry for help at this point. It's not funny, it's sad. It's become a thing of how far is this going to go without an intervention? And I don't feel like anyone is there intervening really well on his behalf. And like I said, the Kardashians usually move at a pace to promote their own brands. I really believe that Kanye's episodes are basically either A, gonna force him to get an involuntary hold. I think him and Kim may end up actually getting divorced. Or I think Kanye might be moving down a road where he might not be on this earth at this point if he does not get the proper help and treatment. And I hate to say that, but he needs help. And, you know, there are other stars out there that need help. I mean, let's just speak up on it. Lark Voorhees from Saved by the Bell. She definitely has had several meltdowns that has gone way of being ignored. Antonio Brown, an NFL player, he had just tweeted that he's going to retire from the NFL. Well, he tweeted that a year ago. So, I mean, people are actually online right now making fun of him. So, basically, what I'm saying is, with everything that has happened in 2020, with the lack of being able to make moves, with the lack of just being able to, you know, do things at a pace that most people have been able to move at, I think it's affecting everyone, and I feel like it's especially hitting people with mental illness. Excuse me, which is what I believe Kanye West is going through. He has been on a full rave. He's even quit his presidential campaign. And after quitting his presidential campaign, he said he wanted to focus on music. And 53 minutes later, I kid you not, there was a tweet put out saying that his new album is going to be out this Friday. I mean, you just cannot make this stuff up. But this man needs help. There's a lot of inner demons, I believe, that is guiding poor choices for him. I also believe that he has a lot of inner demons and issues that he has never actually dealt with, be it he needs a psychologist, a therapist, counseling. Maybe he needs to be put on an involuntary hold. He needs something. That Twitter rant last night, I'm not even going to post the screenshots that, you know, he put out there. But again, his wife is trying to put him on a 5150 hold. He definitely needs help. And this whole situation is just bad. So, once again, Kanye, I believe that 2020 is just, you know, put him further into a sunken place. And he needs help. And if there's anyone out there that needs help, There are several agencies you can call to have someone to talk to so they can try to figure out what's going on with you. So let's not make fun of him and other people that are going through mental illness. Let's just try to guide them into getting help, because this situation is just getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm just going to send prayers out for him and his family and his kids, because he definitely needs it. He needs someone to be there for him, to help him figure out what is going on. And those are my thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next episode, you guys,